Hey, my dear Pusong Canossians, today I will be sharing to you in a more particular way the 5 ministries of charity. I have been mentioning these to you, but this time, let's try to know each one of them more. The 5 ministries of charity are the fruits of the deep prayer life of Saint Magdalene of Canossa. Her inspirations, the charismatic insights, did not remain as inspirations alone, but they were being put into action by the grace of God through these ministries of charity. Let's start with education. I believe you're most familiar with this since you are in the Canossian institution wherein you study and learn, and you see the sisters together with the lay partners, the teachers and non-teaching personnel really giving their best to give you a holistic education. So our main action is teaching, but in teaching, there has to be some things we should put in consideration on how to do it in order to effect learning. We are constantly challenged by the charismatic commitment to prevent sin as the great proof of our love for God and for our sisters and brothers whose behavior in life usually depends on the education received. Sharing the mission with the lay people, we foster the holistic growth of children, adolescents, and young people, giving particular attention to the formation of the heart. During the pandemic, there was a very big challenge on how to carry out this mission, but with the grace of God, through the help of prayer, um, we were able to overcome those challenges, and until now we are still existing. We are still giving you the necessary learnings you need, and of course still with the ongoing adjustment that we are doing. So that's how we really give emphasis on this first ministry of charity. And of course, we know that Saint Magdalene of Canossa, during her time, she was asked to open schools for the young people, those who are on the streets, the homeless, so that they will be guided. And out of obedience, she did that, even though her first love was care for the sick. So you see, it's not anymore her own will or own want, but it's the what matters most is the will of God in her life. With much love and respect, we accompany them in the discovery and fulfillment of God's plan for their life, so that they may offer their contribution to society and to the Church for the transformation of the world according to gospel values. We also promote adults, giving special attention to women so that, aware of their dignity, they may carry out responsibly their mission in the family, society, and church. So, what are the communities that cater this first ministry of charity, or gives the communities giving emphasis on this first ministry of charity, which is education? So first is the Canossa School in the city of Santa Rosa. It is the first Canossian school and the first Canossian Sisters community in the Philippines. Responding to the invitation of Bishop Alejandro Olalia of the Diocese of Lipa, The Sisters of the Canossian Daughters of Charity from Hong Kong arrived in the unobtrusive town of Santa Rosa, Laguna on February 2, 1954. Together, they dedicated their lives to make Christ known and loved in the spirit of charity and humility, as exemplified by their two models in life, Jesus Christ crucified and Mary, Mother of Charity, at the foot of the cross. And through the years, it has witnessed the steady growth in the quality of instruction and in evangelization, as Canossa School remains a Catholic institution at the service of God and His Church. It offers preschool to senior high school curriculum. So the first community of sisters were Mother Carolina Colombo as the superior, Mother Zita Beretta, Mother Ana Bautista, Mother Cecilia Pereira, and Mother Miriam Tavecchio, and Mother Teresina Canto. Their witness of intense dedication to the apostolate attracted supportive lay partners and many vocations. So here is Mother Zita Beretta, Mother Cecilia Pereira, Mother Carolina Colombo, Mother Teresina Cantu, Mother Miriam Tavecchio, and Mother Ana Bautista. They were the first sisters who dared to travel from Hong Kong to open the Canossian mission in the Philippines. Through the years, this educative community has seen the crystallization of the many prophetic gestures of Saint Magdalene in Santa Rosa. Her mission has become the mission of the students and the alumni, which they express in their outreach activities as professionals ready and willing to serve the people, particularly as priests, religious, teachers, businessmen and women, catechists, farmers, social workers, doctors, nurses, and other services in the helping professions. So next community, which emphasizes more on education, is the Canossa College of San Pablo City, and it was founded May 25, 1955. So having founded Canossa School in Santa Rosa, Laguna, the late Monsignor Alejandro Olalia, then Bishop of Lipa, invited again the Canossian sisters to administer a parochial school in San Pablo City. So Mother Luigia Bacena, Mother Miriam Tavecchio, Mother Zeta Beretta, and Mother Florencia Nuevo arrived on May 25, 1955 to manage the school with 160 girls. Later in 1957, the school transferred to the present site and opened the grade school in 1961. Our Lady of Fatima Academy became Our Lady of Fatima Canossian College, and under Mother Louise Grametti, the school offered courses in Bachelor of Education, and later the school was named Canossa College. The late 70s and 80s saw the grade school and high school departments gearing up for Philippine Accrediting Association of Schools, Colleges, and Universities, or PASCO, accreditation to continuously upgrade the educational quality of service. And at the moment, the grade school and high school department have reached the level 3. So presently, its college course offerings are Bachelor of Elementary Education, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing. The Canossa College alumni have been serving the society in different professions. And they also actively support outreach programs of the school. During the pandemic, there was so much loss, and the opportunity to meet the educative community and mission partners face to face, but the mission continues with what is left. The challenging use of technology, the enhanced partnership with the lay collaborators, and the participation and cooperation of the parents and guardians of the students becoming channels of God's graciousness has been more evident as the parents, students, the whole educative community, alumni, and friends share their love and blessings to the most in need in varied ways. Next is Canossa Academy in Calamba City. It is formerly known as Mater Dei, and it was the first Catholic school in Calamba, Laguna, offering pre-elementary, grade school, and high school education for boys and girls. Its foundation in 1964 was again a response to the request of the late Most Reverend Alejandro Olalia, then Bishop of Lipa, to open a school in Calamba. The pioneer sisters in Calamba were Mother Natalia Fiorioli, Superior, Mother Miriam Tavecchio, Mother Carolina Colombo, and Mother Maria Fracaso. The Canossian sisters, together with the late teachers and staff members, continue to carry out the aims of Saint Magdalene of Canossa, giving priority to educational efforts geared towards the formation of the heart of the young into Pusong Canossian and authentic Christian persons, sharers of God's love. Next is Canossa Academy, Lipa City. It was founded June 18, 1967. Bishop Alejandro Olalia, then Bishop of Lipa, invited the Canossian sisters in 1967 to continue the administration of the parochial school adjacent to San Sebastian Cathedral, Our Lady of the Rosary Academy, or OLRA, to be left by the Maryknoll sisters. So the pioneering community who came on June 18, 1967 was composed of Mother Lily Ann Medina from Macau, Mother Candida El Burgo from Hong Kong, and Sister Delisay Lazaga from San Pablo, Laguna. So the school was transferred in its present site, Barangay San Carlos, in a land donated by Attorney Dionisio Lingao in 1969. So soon, they got the support of the teachers and staff and the trust from the parents who continuously send their children and grandchildren to Canossa. Since 1998, both grade school and high school departments underwent the PAASCU accreditation. Presently, both have achieved up to Level 3 accreditation. In response to the K-12 curriculum of DepEd, it opened the senior high school department in 2016. Many buildings were built and learning laboratories installed through the years to provide quality learning environment. Next is the Canossa Kindergarten and Daycare Center in Cagayan de Oro City, or CDO. It is the only Canossian educational institution in Mindanao, and it started in the year 1983 as a daycare center in Santo Niño Parish in Cogon, near the market area, where the pioneer sisters of Cagayan de Oro were invited by Bishop Patrick Cronin through Father Jose Ingaran for parish assistance in the formation of catechists and administration of the House of Friendship Orphanage. But after 2 months of their stay there, they saw the need for a kinder school for the poor children. So the first batch of pupils were 32 children in the morning session and 25 children in the afternoon session. So in the year 1991, the sisters needed to transfer to a new place in Lapasan, CDO. And so with the school, which was named Canosa Kindergarten and Daycare Center. So this is the latest school that we opened. It is the Canosa Cabuyao School, annex of Canosa Academy Calamba, Laguna Inc. It was founded, or it opened just recently, June 2022. So for school year 2022 to 2023. First, it opened kindergarten only, and now it is already offering grade 1 also, together with a kindergarten.